Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with another video, and today I'm going to be doing a video that a couple of you have asked for me to do since you found out that I did get this palette. Basically, I did end up getting the James Charles palette literally a few weeks ago now. I bought it from Cult Beauty, but you can also buy it from MORPHE. As far as I know, it is sold out, but I will leave the links to the websites where you can buy it from down below. I have been experimenting a lot with this palette. I've been using it quite a lot. If you follow my Instagram, you would have seen a couple of looks that I've done using this palette. I didn't 100% want to do like a sort of like first impressions video because obviously I've used it before, and I don't really want to do a swatch sort of video because I feel like a lot of you are probably bored of seeing swatches of this palette. You know what its swatch is like, you know what the formula's like for a lot of the shadows, so my swatches aren't going to be any different than any others. I'm not going to do any swatches because I feel like swatches on your arms aren't necessarily reflective of how they look on your eyes, and I kind of want to concentrate today on an eye look and do an eye look that I've never really done before, which is totally new for me. If you want to know how I got this look, then just keep on. Okay, so firstly I'm just going to open the eyeshadow palette so you can see what it looks like. So it does come in this packaging, which you would have seen before. It just says MORPHE X James Charles, the James Charles palette. Unleash your inner artist. And then when you open it up, it just has this like black reflective sort of packaging. Oh my god, like look how insane this is. So you've got your normal colours, and then in the big pan you've got your sort of transition shades, which you're probably going to use the most. And then there's this gorgeous black down here. This one is the shade B, and this is actually one of my most favourite shades. Also, this shimmer is insane when you mix it with like another shimmer on top. On its own, I feel like it performs well, but not the best of its ability. If you mix it with another shimmer, it's perfect. This red is the most reddest red I've ever used in my life, and these blues down here are absolutely insane. I actually, ironically, wasn't going to get this eyeshadow palette because I felt that it reminded me a lot of my Morphe 35B, and I was like, I've got my 35B, I've got loads of colourful palettes, why do I need this one? But seriously, the formula of these shades are so different to anything that I've really ever used before. The Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette was actually my favourite, but I think this one is just topped it. This is definitely a experimental palette if you love like pops of colour. If you like transitions, then you could probably get away with this palette, but I feel like this is better to kind of like do an eye look that's more out there and that you wouldn't normally do. So I did actually do this eye look using this eyeshadow palette. So nevertheless, I'm gonna roll on to how I got this look. So let's go. Whew, breathe, Becca, it's fine. Okay, so I'm just gonna move on to the eye look. I've already primed my eyelids. I used my P. Louise base in the shade 0.5. I use that all the time, and it's amazing to carve out your eyebrows as well. It's one of those products where it's kind of like pricey and you're like, you know what, can I just use concealer? But genuinely, it is so good and it's so worth the money. All that I would say is that this red shade here is so good when you pack it on your lid. But I tried to blend it in with one of the blue shadows the other day, and it just blended into nothing. Today I'm going to create a certain eye look, and it's this one that I'm going to put on the screen like next to this video up there somewhere, and it was actually done by Alice King Makeup. Now she is absolutely insane, so if you don't follow her, I will leave her Instagram and her YouTube channel in the description bar below, because like I said, she's absolutely insane and she's insanely talented as well. I came across this on her Instagram because I was doing a little bit of stalking. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try and recreate this look as best as I can using the James Charles palette, because a lot of what is used in this picture, there's similar shades in the James Charles palette, and I love doing these like sunset eyes with then like blue right from the lid. So we're gonna go and give it a try. So it looks like she's kind of done, I think I'm gonna put purple in and pack that into my crease first. Doesn't look like she's necessarily done that, but I want to kind of do my own twist on things and do it not completely the same as what she's done. So firstly, I'm gonna take this gorgeous purple shade down here. This is the shade Escape. Actually zoom in because it might help if you actually see me. Gonna put a lot on my brush. By the way, I'm using a Spectrum A112. I'm gonna make this purple like as deep as I can get it, because as you can see, these shades are very, very buildable. So I'm just gonna keep packing it in until I can get a really deep purple, because obviously this needs to blend into the blue. I've also got an itchy nose. Okay, so looking at the picture, she next goes in with, it's like a pinky red sort of shade. I'm gonna take this shade here, which is a mix between like an orange and a red. It's not exactly the shade that she took, but I feel like this might work quite well. It's the shade Rusted. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to pack this above where we've just done the purple and then blend those two colours together. I'm going to take my Morphe M513 brush for this because it's quite small, but it's also really fluffy, so it helps to blend. Oh my gosh, I've actually never used this shade before, but that's actually really, really nice. I should be using that more. I just normally go in with the really, really like red shade. I feel like I've neglected this a bit now. Okay, so now that I've put that red shade on top, by the way, don't worry, I know it's not totally blended, but we're going to go back in. She goes in with a gorgeous yellow shade, so I'm going to use my actual favourite shade in this palette. It's actually this gorgeous yellow shade just down here. This is the shade B, and oh my god, when I say this is the best yellow shade I've ever used, genuinely it is the best yellow shade that I've used. I'm next going to take my Spectrum B06 fluffy blending brush for this, and I'm just going to dip into the yellow shade here and then put that above where we've just put the red and purple. I'm going to go pack in that red shade again just to keep it in there. And then I'm also going to go back in and pack in that purple shade that we first used as well, just to keep that quite prominent as well. These colours blend together so nicely. I'm next going to go in with my P. Louise base in 0.5, and I'm going to use that to cut the crease because we're going to pack on the blue. P. Louise base helps for the blue to stand out more. Now I'm actually going to take a little flat packing brush and I'm going to use this to just pack on the blue. So for the blue I'm going to use this one down here. This one is the shade Acapella. It helps if you really like just press your brush in, then you get more pigment payoff. Look at me talking like I know what I'm doing, when really my tutorials are an absolute mess. Okay, so next I'm just going to blend that in with the other shades. So I'm going to take the purple and then I'm going to take the red and then I'm going to take the yellow and just make sure that it's all blended together. I'm going to go in with the lower lash line, and for the lower lash line it looks like she's done the same sort of thing. So she's done the blue and then she's done like the purpley shade and then the red and then the yellow. So I'm also going to try and the bottom lash line, but I've never normally done this with the bottom lash line because every time I do it, it just ends up going to pot because it ends up coming like halfway down my face. I feel like this is going so badly. So it goes without saying, Alice did it a lot better than I did. But I've never actually done an eye where I've blended like the lower lash line together, so that was basically an adventure and a half. Go in with my inner corner. So she has quite a glittery inner corner, so I'm going to take this gorgeous shimmery shade up here. This here is the shade Ring Light, and I'm just going to take this in my inner corner with a little light packing brush. So this is basically the finished look. I'm now going to put on a bit of mascara and some lashes and I will BRB. I literally just put some lashes on. I used the Eyelaw After Dark lashes. It's Style Dream of You. These are actually some of my favourite like lashes. They're the easiest to put on, I found, because if you have been watching my channel for a while you'll know that I never used to wear lashes because I'm blind in one eye, so putting lashes on genuinely is a struggle. So if they're not perfect it's because I'm still literally trying to get a grip of how to put lashes on with only one eye. Nevertheless, I also did use Makeup Revolution lipstick in the shade Wishful on my lips because I decided to go for like more of a nude sort of colour. That was my full review tutorial first impressions of the new James Charles palette. I hope that you did enjoy this video and you did find it helpful. Obviously there are a lot of these videos sort of circling around, but I wanted to do my own and I wanted to do a look that I've been wanting to do for a couple of days now. So don't forget to follow Alice. I will leave all her links in the description bar below, so go follow her, give her some love. She's insanely talented. I've literally been stalking her Instagram for literally like a week. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to smash it a big massive thumbs up, and also feel free to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Make sure you do also tap that little bell down below so you are notified every single time I post a new video, a little bit like this one. I also do just want to apologise for my lack of uploads over Christmas. I have had the most hectic 2 weeks of my life. I was meant to have 2 weeks off work and literally just film YouTube videos and get caught up, but instead it's turned out like me just spending time with my family, spending time with my friends and people that I love. So I'm sorry that my uploads have been a little bit all over the place, but they should be back to normal from next week when I get myself back in routine. So yeah, I'm sorry about that, and yes, there will be a giveaway coming very, very soon. As always, make sure to also follow my social media links, which will be linked right down below. I do post makeup pictures now on Instagram, so if you want to follow me and see looks that I might not necessarily do on my YouTube, then feel free to follow me there. Once again, thank you so incredibly much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and hopefully I will see you on my next video. Bye!